How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. I talked about this a little bit last video, but inspiration is fairly low at the moment. And as a result, I just wanted to play something that I considered fun, and I like Oglor. We built Oglor a few times. He's just a janky blue commander. Like, there's nothing too special about him. We haven't really gotten anything too fantastic for him. But I think I went with a Petitioner build this time around because you can mill yourself with the Petitioners, and if you have him on the battlefield, you can give them this perpetual effect, and then you can just escape the cards out of your graveyard at your convenience to get the zombies you need. It's a fun little ideal. I don't know if it works. Like, last build was a while ago, and last build, it worked. But I don't know. I don't think it was as simplistic as this one. So I'm wondering if a simplified build can actually do anything. I don't know. We're against Ivy, Gleeful, Spellsleaf. Like, she is a problem. A real problem. This is expensive milling. But she does help us cast instants and sorceries, so I'm kind of okay with that. Pelargir Survivor. Now that's a place in the Lord of the Rings that I don't know. I probably did at some point, but I just don't remember what it would be. Opponent, what do you think about that? I cast 2 spells in a single turn, and now I'm attacking for 1. I guess we Burnished Hart next turn. I want to get my rocks down, but there is safety in Burnished Hearting. I'll do 3 damage, opponent. You'll never see it coming. I don't know. One of the easiest ways for a commander to ingratiate itself with me is just to do something weird. Its color combination, I don't want to say it doesn't necessarily do, but doesn't necessarily, like, home in on. Right, because blue, it does do milling, but it generally doesn't do graveyard shenanigans, right? So it does something that it does, but it does something that it doesn't too. It's a little, and the way it doesn't necessarily take away from other approaches. I think we just play our boy. Blue. Opponent. I want a River's Rebuke next turn, but I also don't want to fall behind on tempo. Like, if I just River's Rebuke to get rid of a Gleeful, it doesn't really do anything. Does that say when it leaves the battlefield? It does. Ouch. Do we get a 4-for-1 here? Like, that's not bad, I guess. If it actually happens. Opponent? You're too fast. Gotta slow you down. Doesn't look like it's gonna work, but, you know. Give it a go. Oh, it did. This is particularly bad. Opponent has 11 cards in hand. I'm wondering if I put Spark Double in the deck. And maybe if I didn't, I should just replace Mirror Hall Mimic with Spark Double. Because there's the same slot, right? Like, the back half of Mirror Hall Mimic is really cool, but, like, I could be copying my commander here, which would be insane. As opposed to just having the Mirror Hall Mimic sit here and not really do anything. Opponent. Yep, there's the Ivy. We have enough for the, when it leaves the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Yep. All good and rational things. Next, I guess I get to key to the archive to dig for a Wrath and Sweet Oblivion to actually get our game plan going. Your opponent's in the tank on something. What do you got, opponent? To discard. Okay, well that makes a sense. That makes a sense. Yeah, actually we want Nykthos up top. So the Petitioners go away? So let's get some Sweet Oblivion going. Yes. You can go into bin. Uh-huh. Opponent? No block, okay. And I will leave a stop at their instep so that we can Tormod's Grip ourselves. Actually, how many do we have? We have a fair few. A fair few. If it was only 4, we could have Sweet Oblivion, I guess, but we don't really have the time. We don't really have the time. Or do we just Day of Judgment? I'm voting Day of Judgment. Rift is good. Losing Sweet Oblivion is really bad for the deck, but I feel like we might just be okay. Go on then, opponent. Play your Gleeful Spellcleave. Thief. I don't think I have enough in the bin to actually get a kill at the moment, which is sad. I don't want to look, because then it just reminds my opponent that I'm doing graveyard shenanigans, and like, I don't want him to know. I just don't want him to know. "12 damage. Hey, yo, Petitioner, get out of here. Hey, yo, Rift. Let's do 13 damage. Your go, opponent. You have to put down more than one creature if you want to survive. That's one creature. Still just one. It's a rock. Is there a bounce spell that bounces all creatures with the same name? There probably is, but I know there is. It's called Echoing Truce, but it's not on Arena, so GG. The surprise 12 power from the graveyard actually got the job done. You love to see it, honestly. You love to see it. I don't know. When he came out, Oglor, I was very doubtful of him because I didn't have my head around how mechanically we would achieve all of the hoops he wants us to jump through. But like, I don't know. As I've brewed around him more, he's kind of become like a pet commander. He's a cool card. I wish he was an actual paper card because then he would be able to see more play in more places, but sadly, it is not the case. I have a homunculus opponent. Be afraid. You have a Scoot Swarm. That is infinitely more powerful than what I'm doing. 1P can go. 1P can come down. Tempted man. Because if you abbreviate Persistent Petitioners to just their initials, yeah, becomes a thing, man. No block. That's bad. They're all. Next turn we don't pay because we can get the Petitioners going. Chulane is a bad man. Get out of here. Draw. It's only 4, yeah. Decline. Thoughts, opponent? Your Scoot Swarm's gonna do Scooty things. It's gonna be cool. You? Please stop. I need land. Don't you try it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna tap a couple survive advisors. You? So we've gotten like 5 or 6. We haven't got a way to exile him out of the bin yet, but... And Mass Bounce is really bad against Tulane. Because Tulane draws a card every time you cast a spell. We just need to use our counterspell to stay alive this turn. Like, that is the breaks. Resolve all. Rebuke will slow down the Scoot Swarm, because the Scoot Swarm gets most of its power from... Oh, good to get that Orrery out of the way. We didn't even need to counterspell. I could have cast my commander. Hold fast. Oglor, hold fast. In the end, your cause will be proved righteous. I know it. I need a land, unfortunately. I should have played my commander, because he would have gotten us a land. His card advantage is real. Scry 2 every turn. Decent. Luck here. Let's see if we mill land. No, okay. So we've had, like, the luck mill twice, which means the land is not on top. If it is on top, I am the greatest Magic player that ever lived. If it isn't, like, yeah, we kind of expected that, because you've milled 2 out of the top 3 cards of your library, and they have not been lands. So, you know. GG. GG. Well, I think we'll end her off there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.